We all know who Siren Head is. The very interesting looking creature. A cryptid with a siren for a head. His name is, of course, very descriptive of what he is. However, what if I told you there was more? Siren Head is no longer the only cryptid that has a siren for a head. Or in this case, sirens. We have a multitude of very interesting looking versions of Siren Head, as well as some cool new abilities that have been added. They all have something different, which is why we're going to take a look at every single one of them in today's video. As always, if you guys like what you see, leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos like this. And let's go ahead and take a closer look now at the Siren Head variants. And what better way to do it than to do it on the map that started it all? We have Big City Silent Hill Edition, the original map where we fought the original Siren Head for the first time. And boy, was that a hell of a video. I can't wait to look at some more cryptids from the Trevor Henderson catalog. Wouldn't be a NecrosVideos video if I didn't hit my microphone at least once. This is Blood Siren Head. So, to kind of compare him to the original Siren Head, we have 2 sirens on each opposing side, but in this, we have 4. He also has a very reddish looking color and more of a grotesque, almost sinew, bone, skeleton related look, as if Siren Head was killed and brought back to life. So what does this guy do? Well, let's find out. He has a ranged attack. Oh my god, that is terrifying, and he's way faster than regular Siren Head. I did not expect that. Okay, here we are again, and he's... Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he has a ranged attack, 2 ranged attacks, a blood attack. Wow, he is fast. Okay, I gotta stop taking him for granted. Okay, he has a ranged attack, shoots blood. He also has a noise-related attack. Now, the thing that's interesting, he doesn't really seem to use the attacks, because he doesn't really have to. He can just kind of close the gap. So what if we force him to shoot from a distance? What will happen? Will he just sit there, endlessly climbing? Yeah, looks like that. He can't climb walls apparently. He just kind of sits there. Shooting at him doesn't really do a whole lot for us. I'm not seeing any ranged attacks. Also, I probably should have turned on the NPC health bar. Alrighty, I fixed it. We also died once again. But having get a good look at his health, he has... if he stands still, that looks like 10,000 health, so not too bad. However, I still struggle to get him to do this ranged attack. So what if we spawn in like a combine soldier? Okay, we see a swiping attack, but no blood throwing attack. That is very, very odd. Okay, it could be he only does the attack when he's at a specific health. So let's go ahead and give that the benefit of the doubt. Let's weaken him a little bit. Or maybe even get him stuck. This is good. Or we can kill him. That works too. But the show must go on, and next up we have the Dark Siren Head. This one is interesting because he can climb. He also has a leap attack, which sounds pretty terrifying if I'm being honest. But let's go ahead and see if it's as bad as it really seems. Let him loose. I like how they all have different animations. Like this one kind of like has like a bit of a hump, almost like a hunchback, if you will. It kind of gives him a more I want to say intimidating appearance. He's also really fast. I don't know if he's as fast as the blood one. It doesn't really matter though, because he'll catch up to you anyway. Okay, so we aren't seeing any of these leap attacks. Maybe if we pull back, we can really start to see it. I almost want to say it's the nav mesh, but this map has a pretty good working nav mesh as we've seen before. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him to climb. So being on a vertical obstacle, no, he doesn't. By the way, I'm also just realizing maybe these attacks that the author is describing is only when you possess them, which we will do at the end of the video. In which case, we have another scary looking NPC. However, if you get into like a crack, then you're pretty much safe. He can't really get to you. Next up, we have Siren Head Wood. This one is probably the closest relation to the original Siren Head that we've seen so far. So it definitely isn't a one-to-one. Obviously, we have very strange looking woodish sirens coming out of what looks to be like a dead sprout out of his head. And then we just have like the standard looking Siren Head body with more of a wood appearance, if you will. This one has a poison ranged attack, which is interesting. He also has an execution move like all the others. And he has a roar attack, kind of like the blood one. So let's go ahead, let him loose, see what he does. Okay. Ah, interesting. So this one is kind of like the original Siren Head we took a look at before, where he's not very quick. He's still fast, don't get me wrong, but definitely not as fast as the others, and certainly easy to outmaneuver. I believe all these Siren Head different variations have the same health values. I might be wrong. We'll see if it changes. However, so far it's appearing to be very consistent. Not very scary, but we'll go ahead and see what he does. Kind of has a kind of like the original attack, I guess. Next up we have Siren Head Ice, and this probably looks the most menacing if I had to give it a word. He has what looks to be some kind of like sickle looking ice appendages, things that look like they could easily just cut me in half. He also has a very icy looking body, a bit more stout than Siren Head, and 2 sirens as you'd expect. Now this one has a pretty interesting looking ice attack that slows you when you get hit. It also has a roar attack like a few of the others. However, I doubt we'll really see those because for some reason, oh my god, I did not expect that animation. Yeah, for some reason the other attacks, all the secondary attacks by Siren Head aren't working. I don't know why. I mean, we get the cool execution moves, but that's about it. Okay, let's see if he comes for us, or if we're safe. Now, the speed on this one, I gotta say, it's pretty fast. It's hard to tell if it's as fast as the others. I'll have to really go into like a long stretch of street to see if that's true. Guys, oh, there we go. I never thought I'd want to find a Siren Head in a city full of mist and fog. Okay, he is definitely fast. Yeah, for sure. So, no doubt about that. He tends to get stuck on things. I don't know if that's unique to him, but it seems to be pretty easy to outmaneuver him. Next up, and last but certainly not least, we have Shadow Siren Head. Parts of him appear to be glitching in and out of existence, as well as having many areas you can easily see through. What's interesting about this is, unlike the regular Siren Head where you have a siren at a different part of his head than the other one, these both come out at the exact same angle, right next to each other. So I think that's pretty interesting. Don't know if that really has anything to do with anything of this NPC. He does have 10,000 health like all the others. Let's go ahead and see what he does. So he can climb, and he has a leap attack, but the coolest thing is he can apparently teleport. Let's see that happen. Oh, this Siren Head can, whoa! So he teleports around. Oh, that is so creepy. He just kind of hovers around, teleports, and then appears right behind you when you least expect it. Oh, jeez. That is so creepy looking. Oh. And his grab radius is insane. So definitely, probably the hardest to outrun. I mean, even if we get into an area, look, he can just teleport right in front of you. Okay. We can't even get him stuck in like an alleyway or anything, because he'll just eventually teleport in front of us. Or will he? Oh, yes, he will. Right there. Perfect, right on cue. That's probably the scariest one by far, but now we're going to go ahead and possess them and see if we can awaken Siren Head's full abilities. First up, we have Siren Head Blood. And I love that this one doesn't ever get off his, he doesn't ever stop sitting, is what I'm trying to say. He just kind of crawls like a child. It's so bizarre. I gotta give it to Joe, though, for really making them stand out and not making any of them feel really samey, even though they all kind of do the same thing when you fight them. However, now that we possess them, we have left click, which is a swiping attack. Alright, let's spawn a Combine Soldier. Here's first person view, and we can just whack them just like that. Definitely no problem at all. And then we have right click, which is the execution move. Okay, so we have the regular swipe, which for some reason he never does as an NPC. I have no clue why. Alright, I decided to change maps just to get a really good look at exactly what we're doing here. So I can't get him to do his other moves. I thought changing the map to a different navigation meshed map would help, or maybe possessing him and doing something would get the abilities to work, but unfortunately it doesn't really appear that that's the case. I seriously don't know how to do the other abilities. However, that's not going to stop me from obviously controlling every single one of the Siren Heads. So here we have the very creepy dark Siren Head, which, by the way, I love the sounds they make. They kind of make like variations on the original. We got this like overhead attack, as well as this really quick attack. I think that's just a variation in his attack though. Let's spawn in Longhorse. What's up, Longhorse?
Can you take this, boy?
And we can just eat him if he becomes too much of a problem. Needless to say, still really cool add-on. I mean, I love the weird looking jump animations that they have. Next up, we got Ice. And this one, in my opinion, has the wackiest walk animation out of all of them. This one also cannot jump. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Maybe he doesn't have a leap attack. Kind of makes sense. Left click is more of a stab, if you will. Right click, of course, is the execution move, which one-shots most NPCs. Next up, we have Wood. Wood can also not jump. However, he has a sweeping attack akin to that of the original Siren Head. Right click doesn't seem to do anything. That is until we have an NPC in front of us, which we can just pick up and swallow whole. And that looked really weird. Last up, guys, and the one that I was really looking forward to is Shadow. I want to see if we can teleport like this one can. So left click is a very quick but very weird looking jab attack. He can jump, which is pretty cool. Also, I want to test the climbing abilities of them. I wouldn't call that climbing, but sure. Alright, so this is left click. A very fast attack, but of course, when you're facing a tough NPC just like all the others, you're going to use the execution move, which looks a little something like that. Unfortunately, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make him teleport. I have tried all the buttons, I've tried all the keys, and I can't get them to do their special attacks. I have no clue if I'm doing something wrong. Usually with these Trevor Henderson NPCs, their special abilities come out full send right off the get-go. But, doesn't appear we get that here. Alright guys, so that was the entire Siren Head family. I gotta admit, I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I have no clue why they won't use their other abilities that are stated in the description. I've done what I assume everything that you should do. Put it on a nav meshed map. I've tried multiple different ones. I've even tried possessing them and I cannot get them to do the ability. So maybe it's still a work in progress. However, still a pretty cool mod just for the aesthetic purposes. But it's cool to see different variations. Maybe what could have been. Or not. Anyway guys, you know what to do. If you like this video, leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos just like this. Also, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. And check out my Discord page in the description as well as all the mods that were used in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything is in the video. You guys know the drill. Let's go ahead and see if they can survive a nuke. I highly doubt it. Oh my god, hold up. Hold the phone. The video can't end yet. We have survivors. What? Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, and until next time, farewell. As always, if you want to see the last video I did, click on the left, and a random video on my channel will be on the right. Thanks for watching until the end, and until next time.